Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my channel Learn with AR. Today my topic is from OCM chapter number 1, Principles of Management. Let's start with the definition first. There are two definitions of management on your screen. In the first definition, Harold Kunz says management is an art of getting things done through and with people in formally organized groups. It means management एक art है which requires creative skills. Now creative means एक ऐसा talent जिसमें manager को exactly पता है कि दूसरों के साथ रहकर उनसे कैसे काम करवाया जाए, है ना, how to get the work done through and with the people. Now एक formal atmosphere में formal as well as पीसफुल कॉर्डियल रिलेशन मेंटेन करना बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी होता है. एंड एज अ मैनेजर ही शुड ऑल्सो सी दैट द ग्रुप्स ऑफ पीपल आर वेल ऑर्गेनाइज्ड. नाउ ऑर्गेनाइज्ड मीन्स they work according to the plans as a team and also with discipline. Understood? Whereas according to Henry Fayol, to manage is to forecast and to plan, to organize, to command, to coordinate and to control. Okay? Thus, Henry Fayol explains management as an activity where we need to forecast. Now, what we will forecast? About the possible risk involved in the business or maybe the time required for the work to be done. And again to plan the things out. Planning करना, फिर रिसोर्सेज को ऑर्गेनाइज करना, कमांड करना. ना कमांड किसको करेंगे? सबॉर्डिनेट्स को. एंड सिर्फ कमांड नहीं करना, उनको कंट्रोल भी करना, उनको सुपरवाइज करना. एंड ऑल्सो फ्रॉम टॉप टू बॉटम थिंग्स को कोऑर्डिनेट करना फॉर अ सक्सेसफुल बिजनेस. नाउ लेट्स सी व्हाट डज द वर्ड प्रिंसिपल मीन्स. प्रिंसिपल मीन्स अ सेट ऑफ रूल्स या फिर बोल सकते हो फ्रेमवर्क, necessary guidelines या directions that one must follow for the smooth conduct of any business. It is based on fundamental truth, means very basic truth you can say, that everything has a cause and effect relationship. Best example is आज की डेट में हर जगह ऑनलाइन लेक्चर्स कंडक्ट किए जा रहे हैं. दैट इज़ द इफेक्ट. बट इसके पीछे कॉज क्या है? लॉकडाउन, है ना, कॉज एंड इफेक्ट रिलेशनशिप. सिमिलरली इफ वी पे गुड सैलरी एंड बोनस टू आवर एम्प्लॉयज, definitely they will work with full commitment and dedication. So these principles of management are the result of years of experiences, research and studies. So not randomly but on the basis of observations and analysis, Henry Fayol has given us 14 principles of management. Henry Fayol is known as the father of modern management. The important details regarding Henry Fayol is on your screen. As you all can see, he was born in the year 1841 and we lost him in the year 1925. He graduated from a mining academy in 1880. He was a French national. He started from the very bottom, but after years of hard work, he rose to the position of Chief Managing Director in a French mining company. Based on his lifetime experiments and experiences, he gave us 14 principles of management, which is explained in his book General and Industrial Management. This book was published in English in the year 1949. These are Henry Fayol's 14 principles of management, which starts from division of work. It is followed by authority and responsibility. Then comes discipline and unity of command, unity of direction, order. Later comes scalar chain, centralization, remuneration, interest, equity, stability, initiative, and last is asperity corps. Okay, so let's start with the first principle of management, that is division of work, where Henry Fayol says work should be divided among individuals and groups equally. Now this will bring what? Specialization, of course. How? बिकॉज काम जो है वो सबॉर्डिनेट्स में हमने डिवाइड किया है, कीपिंग इन माइंड सर्टन थिंग्स लाइक उनका एजुकेशनल बैकग्राउंड, देन एक्सपीरियंस, किस फील्ड में वो एम्प्लॉई स्पेशलाइज्ड है, उसका क्या टैलेंट है. डेफिनेटली द वर्क विल बी डन इफेक्टिवली, दैट मीन्स विदाउट एनी मिस्टेक. The second principle of management is authority and responsibility. Now, what is mean by authority? It means power. Yeah, we can say right to give orders, right? On the other hand, responsibility का meaning क्या हुआ? Duties. Authority and responsibility must go hand in hand. We can say that बैलेंस होना चाहिए अथॉरिटी एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी के बीच में. दैट इज़ वॉट हेनरी फ्योल वॉन्ट्स टू से हियर, बिकॉज a person can misuse if he is given more authority. Similarly, अगर excess of responsibility हो गई तो the person may feel frustrated. Here you can see the manager has enough authority to give orders to the subordinate and has responsibility to assign duties to the subordinate. Whereas the subordinate is accountable, means answerable to the manager. Now on your screen there is another principle of management by Henry Fayol, and that is discipline. And I think you all know the meaning of discipline because students का discipline के साथ कुछ अलग ही relation होता है, क्योंकि आपस में student और discipline की जल्दी बनती नहीं है, right? Okay, here Henry Fayol says as a manager we must follow discipline because this is what our employees will also learn. They will be punctual, they will follow the rules and regulations of the business organization. Unity of command. This is the next principle of management by Henry Fayol. In this principle, Henry Fayol clearly says that an employee must follow command, that is order, from one boss only. Also, he must report to the same person. Because if the orders are given by multiple bosses, it will create confusion. और हम सब जानते हैं कि too many cooks spoil the soup. Unity of command is followed by unity of direction, the next principle of management. Unity of direction means one head, one plan. It means all the efforts of the employees must be directed with a single plan so as to achieve the business goals. So unity of command कहता है कि one boss must give orders to all the employees, whereas unity of direction में एक मैनेजर को अपने सभी एम्प्लॉयज़ को एक ही डायरेक्शन में गाइड करना चाहिए. Another principle of management is order. Here order means in a systematic way. That means there must be a place for everything. यहाँ हर चीज़ और हर कोई अपनी जगह पर होना चाहिए. This will reduce wastages of men, money, material and time. Hope you all have understood all the 6 points up till now. Alright? Now we will move to the next principle of management, that is scalar chain. Scalar chain is a chain of all the supervisors, like from the top management to the lowest rank. Here Henry Fayol says there must be proper flow of communication between the management and their subordinates, and that everybody in the business organization must follow this scalar chain. But it is not possible to follow the rules of scalar chain every time. So for quick and easy communication between the management and the subordinates from top to bottom, we should follow a bridge, a temporary bridge which is known as gangplank. So let's take an example where there are two departments under Mr. A. One may be a finance department and the second one is the HR department. Here you can see that Mr. F from finance department can directly communicate to Mr. P from HR department using a gangplank instead of a scalar chain whenever it is urgent and required. This will also save time. Moving on to the next point, that is centralization. Now, what is centralization? Centralization is operating the entire business from one center. Like in case of a sole trading concern, sole trader is the main center. He is the owner, manager, financer of his entire business. But In case of company business, centralization तो possible नहीं है. Like take an example of Reliance Industries, Tata's, McD's, है ना, KFC's. यहाँ पे we need to follow decentralization instead of centralization. Because in decentralization, the authority and the responsibility to take the decisions and operate the business is given to the lower level managers and subordinates of different departments and the branches. So according to Henry Fayol, हमें centralization या decentralization method use करना है. ये depend करता है business के nature and उसके size पे. The next principle of management by Henry Fayol is remuneration. Remuneration includes salaries or wages given to every personnel. Now personnel means what? Employees or the laborers working within the organization. In this principle, Henry Fayol says that remuneration must be paid according to the post, then educational background, of course, the experience the person has, the abilities of personnel, the cost of living, the nature of job, and also financial situation of the organization. All these factors must be considered while deciding the remuneration of any employee. Let's move on to the next principle, subordination of individual interest to the general interest. With the help of this principle, Henry Fayol says an employee should first think about the company where he is working, right? How to increase the sale, how to increase the profit, and the reputation of the business must be given the priority over personal individual interest, that is increment in the salary, promotion, bonus. All these factors must be given subordinate importance. Now let's move on to the next principle of Henry Fayol, and that is equity. Equity means when employees are treated equally without any discrimination. Discrimination means what? भेदभाव, है ना? We should not make discrimination between our employees on the basis of their caste, religion, or gender. We must treat them equally. Understood, everyone? Now our next point is stability of tenure of personnel. A manager must consider and appreciate the work done, the efforts taken by the employees in their organization by giving them monetary as well as non-monetary benefits. This will guarantee the stability of tenure of personnels. This means they will keep working with us for a longer tenure, that is the time period. This assures stability, that means continuity of the personnel. The second last principle of Henry Fayol is initiative. Henry Fayol says an employee will show initiative only when they are encouraged, they are motivated by the manager. It means the employee will take interest, they will show interest in the working of the business without being told to do so. They will suggest ideas and they will give their own opinions, and this is how they will enjoy working with our company. The very last principle of management is esprit de corps. Now this is a French term which means team spirit in English. It is the duty of a manager as a leader. He must encourage his subordinates to work as a team. He must teach his employees that unity is strength. Team spirit between the employees will help to reduce the chances of any disputes between them. Okay, then finally we have completed the 14 principles of management given by Henry Fayol. Hope you have understood all the points clearly.